Yeah. She's like, oh my gosh. Yeah, we found something like that too. I'm like, I think the person who wrote this name was James. Just,
oh,
yeah. Yeah, that's probably the same thing that these other ones said.
This is not a test. There is no need for panic. Do not be alarmed.
Oh my God!
No, God!
The off-track syndicate is now controlling this frequency.
They can't close us down. We're pirates.
They will find a way. Governments loathe people being free.
Often imitated, but never duplicated. Accused of cultural appropriation. Yes, even by radio pirates. Millions of social media community standard violations. They dare to stand for the Constitution, liberty, freedom, faith, and your right to have a good time. Grab your drink and have a seat. Or don't. You are moments away from the greatest entertainment $20 can buy you downtown. The Off-Track Syndicate is on now.
Well, I'm pressing buttons and damn it. You know, we find ourselves over at the Urban Dictionary, urbandictionary.com, where you can look up literally, I think, anything and get an urban type definition. But this evening we found out that you can type in names. So I came up with our friend Rusty Lugnuts. His official name is James. That's Rusty J. Lugnuts. And the definition for James is occasionally friendly and funny and hide potentially charming qualities. However, it's largely offensive and short-tempered with a tendency to spout explicit expletives, and insults at any given opportunity. A true vulgarian at times. Quick to mock others, especially those he feels superior to, because that's happening.
He's a reverend and a professor. He feels superior to a lot of people.
Yeah. Unable to accept his own failings, he is quick to point out others' mistakes. And to top it all off, he harbors an unhealthy fetish with the Sasquatch. You know what's funny is I don't believe this definition of Rusty Lugnuts at all.
Not even a little bit?
No. It's probably quite the opposite. I've heard him swear, but not when I've heard him swear at people and call them names, but no, not on a regular basis. No, that's just not who he is. Anyway, what do you other three? Because we all chose another name for the four. Go ahead.
Well,
I mean,
I
and Sasquatches are huge, and he's kind of into midgets, so.
Okay. Melissa?
I chose Christopher, as in Christopher Branham. When you first meet a Christopher, they'll seem like a jerk and hurt you emotionally multiple times, or possibly make the lamest joke, but one day he'll make up for it all the best he can. Christopher will eventually realize that the love they've stored love in a safe place for you. Christophers usually have the most gorgeous smile out there and the most seductive voice. They're someone you wouldn't mind spending the rest of your entire life with. They have a tendency to spend more time thinking about what to do for someone else other than themselves. Christophers love adventure, new things, and something to get their blood rushing and heart pounding. He's also cute, charming, loving, caring, seductive, and usually more likely to be gay.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh,
I like the punchline on that.
ooh. That's
was
one where you
funny.
start it and you say, wait for it.
Yeah, right? Well, the
Right.
other one, I saw one that said huge genitalia, but every time I clicked on it, it brought me somewhere else.
So far, for all three of the guys, it's you know what, the guy who it's like, oh, it's Sean. Let me type in Sean. I guarantee you, a guy named Sean wrote that first description I read. No, that's not. Okay, so what are the other two fellers? What did you
Fire
guys
away,
pick?
Rusty. Go ahead.
The top definition. Sean's may seem shy at first, but they'll turn out to be some of the smartest,
What?
nicest, most amazing people you'll ever meet. Really? You wrote this, didn't you?
No, I did not. I would not write.
You already told us.
You wrote
That's
that.
what I read. That was the first one, but there's many more definitions apparently.
Yeah, and y'all can go look because I ain't reading them.
Yeah, right.
They've
You know,
got their own problems, but still put their friends first.
No, not always.
Maybe the only bad thing about them is they can be too selfless. Letting themselves
Selfless?
walk
No.
there. Yeah.
No, I don't believe that definition at all. None of it. So occasionally, that definition is true. Not always. No. Huh. Okay. Chris, what do you got? You got Miss Melissa?
Uh-oh.
Save the best for last, or what? Is she
All right.
welcome?
So, Melissa plundered beehives in order to feed honey to Zeus, who developed a permanent sweet tooth. Melissa's role in protecting Zeus was discovered, and she was turned into a low species of insect. Zeus later took pity on her and turned her into a honeybee, which is involved in making honey. Melissa is a beautiful woman. She believes in helping friends. She has a bad side, but usually doesn't show it unless she is around her friends. She excels in life. After discovering the method for collecting honey, Melissa, a Cretan princess, was transformed into a bee. An elderly priestess called Melissa
I thought you were going to say beast.
was torn into pieces by the women of her neighborhood after refusing to reveal the secret she had been made privy to by the goddess Demeter. The goddess set a plague upon her killers by producing bees from Melissa's corpse.
What?
That was lengthy and wordy.
That
and
was-
so many
That's
words.
that's actually a true story.
In Persian,
Yeah,
Well,
Melissa
true in
means
mythology.
Right, Melissa.
in
yeah.
Persian, Melissa means a red rose.
Oh, I did not know that.
I did not know that either.
I always thought it was either bee or honey pot.
Whoa.
Huh?
She got a honey pot, boys. Look out. Well, welcome into the Warhorse Legacy Studios. And you know what, our fine ladies, and I believe there was someone else there too, from Warhorse Legacy Foundation at the Heroes and Hot Rods in the Ozarks, down in Arkansas this past weekend, where they had there was a giant car show, I guess, and there was music and all kinds of booths and vendors and stuff set up. But they had
Veterans.
well, veterans, absolutely, that's what it's all about.
Yep.
Our veterans, but they were down there representing Warhorse Legacy Foundation, and you guys can go over to warhorselegacy.org and donate to help the fine folks at Warhorse Legacy Foundation help our veterans and their families. And they got a big donate button over there. So,
Oh yeah, they were posting some pictures of a vet who had brought their kid out and went fishing and stuff over there on their Facebook.
yeah,
And the little kid caught his first fish, and
That's cool.
it's just a place. They have a place for families, vets and their families to go and relax.
right.
And if you can throw a couple of bucks at them, help them keep the lights on and help some people, that'd be great.
Absolutely. It's warhorselegacy.org, guys. Warhorselegacy.org.
I saw that.
Off Track Syndicate.
We're going to take it right over to Melissa. Melissa has a story, I believe, from someone we know.
That would be Brandon Morse from the Red State.
Yeah, he used to be a show host here on Mojo 50, the Code Monkey, or the Morse Code.
Yes. I'm not going to read the whole thing. It's
right.
he went on quite a rant.
Yeah, he did. That was a good interview.
So I'm trying to figure out, because it's about women, and the title of the article, Women Want to Know Why Men Don't Want to Marry Anymore. Allow me. And he wrote, oh crap.
So many words.
But it started out where he was saying that everything is too emotional, and that their emotions, like women's emotions, are valued above men's, and that's how women see it. But his whole article is very emotional.
Yeah, it's actually his emotions in an article, right? Which,
yeah, but you would have never seen a man write this like 10 years ago.
I'm surprised anybody wrote it now. I mean,
yeah.
I encourage everyone to go read it if you haven't read it.
So here's my take. I want to know where he's seeing these women, or what exposure, or how he came to write this article, because in the beginning it says TikTok.
Right.
Now, if you don't watch TikTok, then, hopefully this article kind of, wouldn't make sense, because he's talking about women are taking over now. Women are taking over relationships, even though they make more money. Well, they're out in the professional world, but it's still on the man to take care of everything else. Is that what you got from it?
Somewhat.
There's an awful lot of.
It says women offer nothing but expect everything.
Okay, I don't know if I would. I guess maybe if we say, women these days are in the workforce, they're career oriented, and a lot of times they want to project the idea that they're tough. They don't always break down and get emotional. They're out there doing what the guys do. And yes, they are. They're out there, and they are a lot of times making more money because they are usually the ones who go to college. I mean, guys do too, by all means, but guys seem to be the ones who are.
The percentages are way off. The number of women going to graduating from college compared to the number of men graduating from colleges.
That's because men are better at labor.
Okay, well, guys, along with going to college, they're going to trade schools. They're doing other type of jobs, and women do too. But that's the way it is. But we've had this push for college forever, and by all means, you know what? If a woman wants to go out there and be a career woman, good for her. I just think that they have forgotten that they're still human, or they're still women, and they are not the same as men. They're not better, they're not worse. Guys are not better, they're not worse. They're just different. We are two different.
Know your role.
Well, no, it's not even. Okay, it depends on how you're coming at that. If you're going to come at it, if you're going to do the, conservative women thing or whatever, but they're not wired the same. Men and women are wired differently, and that's okay. So if you get into your career mode, good for you. You're still a woman. And good for you for being a woman. But
good for you for being a man.
Well, right. We still have to be ourselves. We can't expect women not to be emotional women or be more emotional if they are. There are guys that are more emotional than some women. Mm-hmm. So I don't know what he was doing when he wrote the article. There's a lot more to read. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, I said it's the perfect recipe for bachelorhood. A man can avoid marriage, keep his money, save himself the stress, have more time to accomplish goals, and avoid involving himself in the crushing weight of emotional slavery.
You know what? Guys are emotional too. They just show.
Sounds like somebody might have got a beat down from his wife recently. And
No, I don't.
Now, I
Doesn't
saw
seem-
some responses to his article on our Facebook page, Off Track, and the other social media, and people were saying, well, I don't want to work my ass off just to have my wife take it from me.
Look, if you're going into marriage and you're automatically thinking that it's not going to work, it's not going to work. You're setting yourself up for failure. That's why
I think in marriages you have to, okay, people do change, people
Absolutely,
grow. Hopefully they don't go the other way, but people
regress,
grow.
right.
But when you get married, take responsibility on who you married.
Yeah,
You
fair
made the
enough.
choice to put somebody else's life in your hands, and don't take that lightly.
No.
Okay, it started on TikTok as 2 or 3. It's with every time he gets on TikTok, he sees 2 or 3 videos of women outwardly wondering why men seem to be resistant to the idea of marriage.
Yeah.
And I know a couple of guys who are, it's like I don't know if I want to get married. I don't know, why do I want to put all this time and effort into something, when it seems just like TV shows and stuff. How long since the late 70s have men been betrayed as fools and idiots? The wives, the children,
The Flintstones and Happy Days and
you go.
Honeymooners. Yeah.
Pretty
You
much
can
any
name a
any
list.
show.
Yeah.
Different strokes. He was a fool, and they portray and it's
Society tries to balance it out on social media so everybody seems like they're equal, but then they take it too far, just like with the social justice stuff.
I would say that, like in what Rusty's saying, that the in television and in movies, I think
Men are the punchline.
Well, yes, and they don't want the family. Okay, this is getting political, but there's a lot of cases to where, it's all the not superhero movies, action hero movies. It's the husband and wife are divorced and the kid comes along. He's got to go with dad for the week or the weekend on this trip, and the kid doesn't want to go, and mom is there with her new husband, and the next thing you know, some catastrophe happens, and then the ex-husband and the ex-wife are getting back together, and that's a fantasy. But they just, regardless of that scenario, I think that society puts so much stress on men having to be. That's not going to be fair either, because they do the same with women. But they put too much stress on each gender, and there's only 2.
I was going to say that's like
Yeah.
121. Ugh,
Well,
we'd be
no,
here all night. We got a busy show. We don't have time for that shit.
I know we got a couple minutes left on this, but
Did
there's
you
too much
just
stress.
say there's only 2 genders?
Yeah, I mean, look, I just saw this. I shared it with you guys. You go over. I think it was on Amazon, and maybe this was made up. I don't know. I didn't look. What the hell is that? Oh,
I'm sorry, it just was in my
Funny,
head
'cause
after
I was
Melissa said, "No, your roll."
funny. I was actually thinking of the movie with The Rock, San Andreas. There you go.
In today's society, emotion is increasingly valued over logistical. Maybe
Yeah.
he meant to say
Yeah.
logical thinking. Especially for women, pitfalls are numerous. Your truth is pushed over the truth. Girls are more likely to get a lesson on how to deal with and express emotions from popularly unstable figures like Taylor Swift than they are from people who actually deal with the subject like Jordan Peterson. On top of that, they live in a
all right,
society
that was-
where emotions and feelings of men are devalued to the point of ridicule.
By all means, I believe emotions are very important. You have to feel, and if you don't let yourself feel, I think you're in trouble. But you also have to use ration and logic in scenarios and sometimes it goes hand in hand with emotion. It's something I've had to try, not necessarily in emotion, but it goes back to the try to respond, not react. You have to think things out. Take a step back before you react or let your immediate feelings dictate what happens next.
No knee-jerk reactions. Knee-jerk reactions get you in trouble. So I
Yes.
think that men right now in this age are having a difficult time with trying to be emotional, I don't know, is metrosexual still a thing, or is that a different gender?
That's from about 15 years
but
ago.
they're
Yeah,
but they're
absolutely.
supposed to be emotional, and women are supposed to be
Tough.
So I don't think you can't have both of them. Like, you can't have today's woman with yesterday's man. They both have to, you have to find somebody with the same values.
Yes.
Like, if you want to be a working mom or a stay-at-home mom, but still rely on your husband as the strong man to take out the trash, I think that is perfectly fine. But if it wants to be the other way around, if a woman's going to come home and tell her husband what to do, then that's fine too, as long as you agree on it.
As long as you're both on the same
If you
page.
guys are on the
Right.
same page, then it don't matter. Just make sure you're on the same page, and it all comes down to communication.
Yeah, they're on the same page. But I mean, and maybe it's because I'm not millennial and younger age, but I can't see, or I can't understand a man wanting to be, or not wanting to be like the protector, the provider, wanting to be that, and the woman, like, looking for prospects for marriage. Men see career-oriented women, some of whom make more money than they do, and are very proud of this fact. Many of them display a complete lack of interest, if not downright revulsion, to what is considered traditional gender roles. I think men need that gender role. They
absolutely
need
do.
They need to be that, and if they're not getting it, and they, it's like, well, screw it. If I can't,
right?
Woman is not. If we're not going to play the traditional role, why do I need to be traditionally married to her ass? Let her just come over here and let me get some, and she can
There you
just go
go.
on.
Preach it.
But then later on, when women get in their 30s and stuff, that instinct is there. I've heard it from other women. It's like, well, I kind of wanted to have kids, but it's it's too late. I know several women like that. It's like, well, you chose this path. Here you go.
Exactly. One of the reasons I only have one kid. Well, I waited till I was 36 because I wasn't married. So, but it's kind of funny. A really good friend of the show, you guys have, I think, all met her, Vanessa.
Mm-hmm.
I was talking to her about this article briefly the other day. We have to catch up. I wanted to talk to her before we discuss this article. I just didn't have time, unfortunately, but she is in a long-term relationship, live together, and loves marriage. Sean, I think you talked to her about it. She just wants to be married. She loves being married, but her long-term boyfriend right now, sorry, Vanessa, putting your crap out there, doesn't want to.
Oh,
yeah.
Doesn't want to, and that was a big deal breaker for her, I think. But I talked to her the other day. They got to sit down, talk, and explain.
Good.
And now that they're on the same page, so I think they decided not to get married, but I think that was the most important part. They talked about why. Don't just throw a blanket statement out there. Hey, I don't want to be married, or whatever. You have to explain why. And I lost my train of thought. There's a beautiful girl over here.
Yeah.
You know what? You're talking. What you had said about Vanessa and her situation, it just reminded me, not about hers, but a lot of times you hear about how women have been hurt and are wounded so often. Honestly, one of the reasons I believe that a lot of men get to that point where, because they're hurt too. They're wounded. They've been through enough, just as much as the women. I refuse to take anything away from a man or a woman who have been through the gauntlet. Whether it's marriage or just any other long relationship. We've all been through hell.
Yeah. If I see one more post from a single woman that says, "Well, blah blah blah, you can't handle me," I'm going to pull the rest of my hair out. What? You lay on your back different than other women?
Ouch! Ouch!
What? I mean, what?
Ouch!
No, usually you don't even want to try to handle those women.
Whoa,
Just keep
whoa.
rolling by.
I have no
Izzo,
interest.
is that you?
What?
I'm just saying.
I
I mean,
just. Oh, sorry. You're
Yeah, that's
referring to
funny.
Rusty. I just. I think there's a lot of valid points in this article, and I encourage everyone to go over it. You can find it over on Off Track.
It's a good article.
I think it's a good article. There's some valid points, and then there's kind
Right.
of
Yeah.
a little.
Not sure.
Nah.
Yeah, go make your
Maybe
own
we should
judgment.
talk, Brandon. I mean,
Yeah.
you talk about Jordan Peterson.
I think that there's a
Love
lot
Jordan
to.
Peterson.
There's a lot of really deep statements, but I think maybe they're surface statements, and if you sit down and talk about individual statements that he made in the article, you might get some more depth and explanation of what he was really feeling.
I think I'm saying that because I don't really know. I don't think I know anybody personally. Yes, in the media, but I don't think I know anybody personally that fits that description. Like, I don't know any women personally like that. Well, maybe you, Gilly, but
Yeah, I don't know. All right, guys, go over to. You can find it on Off Track Syndicate. We posted the article there, or you can just go over to Red State and look for it there. Brandon Morse. A lot of stuff in the article. We'll be right back with Miss Jenley Butler. Sweet. Is she hiding or?
good stuff.
Yeah, she's
Good
hiding.
stuff.
Come on in, Jen.
I like content.
She's already here.
I love content.
was that good content?
Yeah, she turned her camera off.
Good.
Oh, we could have went on that subject for a very long time if you
Yeah.
went through. Yeah, that's definitely that's a life in progress there.
We could have done it paragraph by paragraph.
Yeah, we could have done 2 hours on that
Sound
article.
like
honestly.
he was. It kind of sounded like he had an agenda. Like he was really mad at
was bitter.
something. Yeah, he was bitter.
Yeah.
For a millennial who wears skinny jeans and
Yeah.
gets pedicures.
Wait, what? Okay,
Good for
hold on.
him though. No, it's fine.
I have had a couple
I
pedicures in my life.
know.
Yeah,
I bust my friend's balls about getting pedicures, but it's fine.
I've had them.
Actually, I need one.
Oh, should I bust your ball? No, never mind.
Mine fell off.
So we might be a little. Is she all right? Can you hear us, Jen?
Jen, can you hear us?
Jen?
Hey.
Oh, there she is.
Can
We might be a little confused on the.
The contest thing is still going on, right?
Thank you. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
It was I thought it ended last week, but that was apparently just the first round. And it passed first round thanks to you guys. So
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right. Well, good then.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
All right. That's all I need to
We'll
know.
save
to
that.
get this going.
Yeah.
Awesome. I can find that article. Oh, ooh, coming in hot.
Ooh, hot.
I'm going to go find the
Let's
link and
pray
post it out.
for-
Here we go.
I just heard 32 people talk at the same time. I didn't have any idea what anybody said.
Here we go.
We have some guests this evening, folks. Miss J Pound, or
Hey.
that's our nickname. That's our nickname for Miss Jenley Butler. Jen is in a competition to be on the cover of Miss Health and Fitness. How in the world did this come up? I mean, you're busy. You're Miss All American, was it 2021?
All American Oklahoma.
That's like a job in itself.
Yeah. It keeps me busy.
I can't.
And she's a parent too. So
Yes, she has a job. She's a parent. She has
Farm.
I call it a ranch, but a farm. I
Ranch.
don't know, whatever you call it. And you sing like at events. And now you're in the running, and like you made the cut. You're in the running. What in the top 10 so far, right? To be on the cover of Miss Health and Fitness.
I made the top 15. I'm in the top 10 currently, and I think this round is for the top 10. So yeah.
Okay, so how did all this come about?
I have no idea, to be completely honest.
You don't.
I was approached via one of my social medias. I want to say it was Instagram. It was either Instagram or Facebook. I was approached to apply, like invited to apply, and I did. And if you've read my little bio blurb, I think it's pretty obvious that I called it in because I didn't think it was legitimate. And I certainly didn't think that I'd qualify to be in the contest. And so, they approached me. I sent them a little application. And yes?
Are you saying that you feel like an underdog in this?
Definitely. I am probably the most underqualified one on there.
I think this is a quality, and I would say
appreciate her
it's
modesty.
humble. Right. I think it's very humble, which I think that just just push you right up the list a little bit because look,
one of the reasons we love her.
Yeah, if you're one of these women who are all like, I should win this, and okay, well, you just drop down a few notches if that's how you are in my book.
Yeah, I mean, yes, I take good care of myself. Obviously, health and fitness is a big deal to me, but and encouraging others to live a healthier lifestyle is. But I definitely never thought there are women that are like professional bodybuilders and stuff in this competition. So yeah, I'm definitely underqualified.
Oh, see, I think it makes you more qualified because not everybody who reads this okay, let's take a different
not everybody that is a bodybuilder or somebody that lifts weights all the time, that doesn't mean they're Miss Health and Fitness.
No, but you have to be
very true.
You have to work, in my eyes, you have to work that much harder to be healthy and fit because you have such a busy schedule leading the rest of your life and being a mother.
That is true. Yeah.
So I think you are more along the lines of every woman probably reading the magazine than someone who's a professional bodybuilder just to be on the cover of the magazine. I think it makes you more qualified.
I know. I don't mean to get political, but do you have to be like biologically a female to be in this contest, or?
I don't know. They didn't ask that on the application. I would assume so. I hope so.
I was just hoping. I heard that about that story in Australia. Was it a wrestling girl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's some good ones out there about that.
Well,
I have posted the link everywhere. All of you people watching right now, go vote.
YouTube. Post it on YouTube.
Yes, I threw in the beginning. I threw 20 votes at you. I could throw some extra votes. So yeah,
Jack holes are always good for an extra 20.
Chris, did you put the link in the Off-Track Syndicate Facebook chat? Because I don't see it.
I didn't put it in that chat just yet, but I put it everywhere else. If they can't find it, they're not trying.
Well, we need to put it.
I'll get it there. Hold on.
Thank you.
I'm getting close.
Boom.
Now I got to tell the audience. Yeah, you can go over and you can do a free vote, or you can spend a couple bucks, and it's $1 equals 2 votes right now.
And the dollars go to Wounded Warriors.
Yes, homes for Wounded Warriors.
It's homes for Wounded Warriors.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it helps.
So it's a really awesome nonprofit if you do decide to buy votes, but I'm not endorsing you guys spending money on me.
There you go. Mr. Christopher Branham has posted it all around the socials, and you can click on that. And like I said, you can vote for free, or you can up your vote a little bit here and there. I can't imagine being on the cover of any magazine, but you actually are. You're working, like you work out constantly, right?
Well, yeah, look at those guns.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's guns in a picture. Hey, Melissa, can you give her a
work out
Band-Aid?
every single day.
She's cut.
He's seriously
Yeah,
cut.
No.
she's cut. She needs a Band-Aid.
You know what, Jen?
Yeah.
Do you have a veterinary close by? Because
Yes.
because those puppies are sick.
Knew I could count on you for that.
You know, I love Jen's positive attitude. She's just positive all the time. But, you know, a positive attitude may not solve all your problems, but it will annoy enough people to make it worth the effort.
Yeah.
You know?
How does Rusty know about having a positive attitude?
That's true. How does it?
That's true. Yeah.
Rusty is an encourager.
Yeah.
He just needs some encouragement.
The future holds pink slips, probably. Or something.
Well,
Here we go.
all right. So, what are you doing to prepare for all this? To build yourself up in the runnings?
Asking for votes.
No, I mean like physically. I mean, is it just about looking good, or is there more to this?
I have not changed my routine at all.
Good.
I mean, I watch what I eat really, really carefully. I started doing it for health reasons years and years and years ago. And I work out every single day because I want to just be stronger and more fit. I'm going to be 40 this year, and I don't want to walk into it being overweight or out of shape or getting out of breath just taking a walk down the street. So I just want to be fit and healthy. Not be miserable for the rest of my life. I decimated my body when I was younger. I had a lot of really bad eating habits, drinking habits, activity habits. So I got to make up for that.
Oh. I know some folks like that. Yeah.
So what kind
I might have been one or two.
So what is good for your lifestyle? So what fits you? What kind of diet are you into? Paleo, or is it does the diet have a name, or is it just what you handpick that it works for you?
So I am a huge opponent, not proponent of fad diets. So paleo, keto, South Beach, Atkins, all those are junk. I mean, they just are. They're not sustainable, and long-term, they're really not healthy. Those high-protein diets like Atkins and stuff are horrible for your heart. They're going to make you look really good really fast, but long-term, they're just not good for you overall. So I would say the closest thing to a named diet that I would follow is Whole30. Whole30 is whole foods, fresh foods. And so lots of vegetables, lots of complex carbs, lots of healthy fats, and lots of good healthy proteins. And so
that was Doc Thompson's way of life.
Everything in moderation.
He would do Whole30, but I think he would do it only 30 days at a time. I don't think he sustained it every month to month.
Have you seen that guy eat pizza?
Isn't that a store that Rusty talked about recently?
Cleaner.
Moderation.
Do I?
Yeah, there was a store that Rusty talked about recently. Moderation. They have everything.
Yeah, everything in moderation. Absolutely.
Oh
Perfect.
my gosh.
Boom.
So yeah, but that's going to be the most sustainable. And oh, there we go. A minute late, but that's okay.
Just a little late.
I gave up soda a long time ago, just because of the high sugar content, terrible for you. And
it is. It's
now
bad for
I don't even crave soda. And if I even drink a half a soda, I'm kind of like, never mind. That wasn't even worth it. And so it's probably been 3 years since the last time I had a soda. And that doesn't feel like a sacrifice because I just got used to not having it. I would say,
you ever crave a soda?
Do what? No.
No, nothing.
Nope. I can stand right in front of the fountain machines or in front of the cooler at a corner store and not even look twice at it. I'm usually looking for something that doesn't have any sugar or calories in it. So,
yeah.
Cokes and soft drinks used to only come in 8 ounces.
mm-hmm,
And it has just progressively, bigger and bigger and bigger and more and more and more. So maybe there was a little bit of wisdom in, back in the day when they first started putting them out. You only needed this much, and people were happy.
Well, it used to be a thing.
That's with everything.
When I was a
You're
kid,
right, Rusty.
and probably Rusty remembers this a little bit too, and others listening, that McDonald's was a treat. Like, it was an occasional thing, and now some people are going there multiple times a week, or any fast food for that fact. McDonald's used to be the go-to.
What do you do, Sean, as far as you're
tough.
on the road a lot?
It's very tough. Don't get me wrong, I treat myself occasionally.
Every day.
No, not every day. Look, I have slowed down on the soda tremendously over the last 2 months. I'm down 18 pounds.
Congratulations.
that is awesome.
I have been taking the Riduzone, though, like I had done a couple years ago. So it's just the natural, your body already has the oleoethanolamide in it. What's up, Melissa? I'm right there with you.
Oleoethanolamide.
That's right. Better known as OEA. That's right. Which is, it just raises your metabolism, and it doesn't have the caffeine and all the crap in it and stuff. But besides that, yes, I stopped drinking soda as often. I try to cut back on carbs. I don't try to eliminate anything, because that's just tough for me, at least. So I've just tried to step back and have less bad things and more good things.
Erica over in the YouTube chats got 2 words for you. Roller dogs.
Yes, I am a fan of the jalapeno cheddar roller dogs. Everybody who knows me knows I like the roller dog.
Is that from any truck stop or
No,
Love's?
no.
Just
Love's
Pilot.
or Pilot, Flying J.
Okay.
And
Oh.
look, you got to be picky with them. You can't go up there and get it can't be undercooked, can't be overcooked. It's got to be.
I'm picky with my dogs.
I can pick them out. Just saying,
He's a roller dog snob.
I am a roller dog aficionado. Hello. What?
Jen,
Me too.
Jen, what do you think about diet soda or artificial sweeteners?
Terrible, absolutely horrible. Run away screaming. You'd be better off to drink the fully sugared drinks.
What?
No.
Fully sugared. I thought you said a
Aspartame.
complete other word.
The fully sugared ones would kill me, so I can't drink those.
What?
So quit
you
drinking
shouldn't
both.
have those.
Because aspartame is absolutely horrible for you. It is worse for your body than sugar is. Now, as a diabetic, I know it's a different story, but there are other, like stevia. Stevia would be an artificial sweetener that I would recommend, like for baking, for drinks, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But anything that's like aspartame or thereof, absolutely horrible for you.
Oh, Sean Phillips says, right on, loves the roller dogs. What's up? Yeah, and I'm an influencer. I need a blue check mark because
That's my good buddy from Lower Michigan. He's a over the road truck driver.
Rusty and Timmy the Pilot, they are now both in the roller dog community.
I've been in the roller dog
Whatever,
community.
no, because you used to
I've been
be
there.
crap.
No.
Well, you know the roller dog.
I don't know. You talk about roller dogs at truck stops. It's like what I see in my head is like,
Well, it's smarter than gas station sushi.
Gross. Yeah, they're far better than gas station.
John Doherty said when whiskey was a kid, Coke still had cocaine in it.
Hold on, one at a time. Jen, what did you say?
Can I put out a disclaimer really quick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The views expressed do not necessarily express the opinion.
Yeah, pretty much.
Exactly.
All right. What did you?
Yes.
Views expressed by the host do not.
Yes. What did you say? Okay. What did John Doherty say?
Yeah, we're
when
promoting
whiskey was
health
a
and talking
kid,
about roller
Coke-
dog.
When whiskey was a kid, Coca-Cola had cocaine in it.
That's true. That's true.
No.
We just I was just
That
talking to Bobby about that
explains-
yesterday. Yeah, I just mentioned that. She knew about it. I didn't know she knew. She's pretty young, so. But she did. I thought maybe everyone knew that
You need
Coca-Cola
those
had.
young girls, don't you? Keep up.
Timmy definitely had soda that had
I'm
cocaine.
moving and shaking. I ain't got time for no old lady sitting around on her butt doing nothing. I got places to go and things to do. Let's go.
So all the ladies out there over 50 are lazy and sit on their butts. Oh my God.
No one put a number on anything.
You just did. Oh my
No,
goodness.
I did not.
You are in so much trouble.
Age does not have anything to do with how active you are.
I know.
So Jen, you got, it says Thursday, July 1st, 7 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time is the cutoff to get your votes in for the top 10. That's 4 days, 1 hour, 12 minutes, guys. Got to get on it. Go over and vote for Jen.
Did you put that in the YouTubes, Chris?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, I missed it.
Maybe we need to.
Yeah, it's on up a little
link
bit.
in,
there it is.
I put it everywhere.
Put the link in places multiple times. I don't know,
Aw,
guys.
she's so
Guys,
It's
look,
like
there's an
Frank's
article.
Red Hot sauce. I put that shit on everything.
There's a link in the Off Track Syndicate Facebook page for those of you who have Facebook. He's posted it on Twitter. That'll stay there. You can go over there and click on it. It has Jen in a, I don't know what does that
Pink.
say. It's backwards. It says act like something. What does it say on your shirt?
Act like a lady, think like a boss.
There you go.
Nice.
Okay. She's got her guns showing. You know, she needs some band-aids and stuff. With her little smirky smirk on her face.
Okay, I'm voting for Jen right now.
Yeah, I did it while
All
I
right.
was putting up the
Oh,
link.
thank you.
You know, something that really fascinates me about Jen is that just about every weekend she is running a rodeo. That little itty bitty 5'3" girl is out there running a rodeo.
Well, she also has a daughter she also has a daughter who shows horses. So she's on the run. Period. She doesn't stop.
Yep.
This is why she's fit. She just go.
I think the daughter is also learning to drive, ain't she?
Not
Aren't you doing
yet. Oh my gosh.
Oh, no.
You just scared her a
No,
little bit.
I should be teaching her right now, but no.
Okay. So what do you have going on for events lately? I mean, you got other things coming up, some national anthems, some singing events anywhere?
I'm singing the national anthem for the Oklahoma City Dodgers on Thursday night. That's the minor league baseball team here in Oklahoma. And so that's Thursday night. And then this weekend I have a rodeo, and they've been asking me to sing the national anthem every night at the rodeos. So
And how
they
many
may
nights
ask me
is
to
that?
sing.
Can your vocal cords handle how many nights you talking about here?
It's most rodeos are 2 nights, and so it'll
Okay.
be Friday night, Saturday night. Yeah.
So that's Thursday night. Thursday night, and then
Yes.
Friday
Rusty,
night.
are you
Saturday
mocking
night.
somebody else's
I do not.
yeah,
accent? Seriously?
yeah. Well, yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Rusty doesn't have an accent.
I don't have an accent.
Speaks Southern or speaks Alabaman.
Right.
All right. So
Yes, that will be Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night, Rusty.
Nah.
Okay. Good deal.
Not.
what else do you have on your agenda lately or coming up? Like
Let's
for,
see.
for
I have
the All-American, Miss All-American.
Yeah, I'll be a special guest at a pageant in 2 weeks. That's the weekend of the 9th and 10th, I believe. I'll be a special guest there for their little pageant, and then more rodeos and that
Little
sort of
like
thing.
it's
But
not a thing.
I'm getting getting ready for nationals, which is in October, and so little nervous about that, and trying to fundraise for that because it's a hefty cost to get up there.
You had said you're getting ready for nationals, and I all of a sudden thought you were going to say getting ready for Nashville. So I want to bring that up because
why would you say
Great
Nashville?
segue, yes.
I thought I heard her say, and it's Anyway,
You would hope.
yeah. So I hear you're planning on being in Nashville.
Yes.
Oh,
are? I'm planning
ladies
on
and
it.
gentlemen, you want to meet the possible cover girl for Miss Health and Fitness. Hello. Show up in Nashville.
We could have
Signing
cigarettes.
autographs.
Miss Health and Fit, we could smoke cigarettes and drink beer.
Oh.
Just kidding.
And I'll have my water and I'll hang out.
Oh my God. She's going to be doing pull-ups over here, one-handed, you know.
Mhm.
Rusty, here, jump on 'em. Yeah, right? Okay. Well, good.
I got a few jack holes that I can definitely challenge to some planks and push-ups. So
I'm out of the running. Just saying. I got
Yeah, she and Fish can have a push-up contest.
That's right.
Lose a few more pounds to enter that contest because stuff. I got stuff. So.
Oh my gosh, Chris, you should join us.
Yeah,
We will
trying
see.
to get him.
What does it take to run a rodeo?
Update. I got an update on health and fitness for Miss Jen.
Oh, currently 8th place. That's right.
Currently 8th place.
Yes.
Yeah, and all votes right now in the next 2 hours count double. Vote, people.
Yeah. So we need to.
Thank you.
Yes. Oh yeah, I've already.
You guys
voted.
are too much. Thank you.
Yeah. I need to go over here and do this and click this.
What does it take to run a rodeo? How much prep do you have to do?
24 hours shifts. So
Right.
you know.
Okay. That's amazing. You've moved up to 8th. Look. Okay, can we get it
we're
up in
big
the
time
top
here.
5?
I may
That's
know
what we do.
somebody who just threw $20.
Huh.
You may know.
That was me. I just told you I put $20 in.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Y'all are blessing my heart. Thank you.
Oh, I want to help you out.
John Doherty wants to do a Spartan race with you.
Let's do it.
Okay,
You gotta
John.
go all the way to Greece to do that?
I think what she's saying is let's do it. Throw $200 in votes up there. Let's go. What? What? Did I? Okay.
That way I can defend the title, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Thanks.
Gosh, I want to see you get this. I think this would be amazing.
It would be amazing.
It would. I can say, look, I know.
I don't even. I'm beyond words. I'm so speechless. Just the fact that I've made it this far, and you guys doing this it's a blessing. Thank you.
Well,
we
you've blessed us.
We
with
love
your
you,
presence,
and
so, yeah.
all of us here have so much respect for you, and a lot of people that we see on Facebook, because it's not just what we see on Mojo. We see you interact with other people too on Facebook and your videos and stuff, and there's just so much love and respect for what you do and how you do it.
Yes.
You.
You're kind of a role model around here.
You're a badass, but you're such a lady.
Yes.
I'm getting all teary-eyed and stuff.
No, you're not. I'm looking right at you. What do you?
Thank you.
Your shades off and stuff, there, guy. Show me.
No, nobody wants to see that.
Big old softies. Y'all better quit.
Stuff. Anyway.
Okay, so it's like I want to keep telling them, go vote. Go vote.
Yeah,
If
but
you haven't gone,
while we're telling people to go vote, I kind of want to know what it takes to run a rodeo. I mean, she does this every weekend. Talk to us a little bit about what it takes to get one ready.
It's everything. Takes everything.
Okay, I work for a stock contractor, which is also the full rodeo producer. So he is actually the guy who brings in all of the livestock. That's like the bucking bulls, the bucking horses, the calves that they use to rope, all that kind of stuff. And he's been doing this since the 80s. So he knows his stuff. He's really, really good. But he knows what it takes to get the rodeo going, get the contestants where they need to be, and just kind of make a rodeo go off without a hitch. My job, or at least originally, my job was just to do his promotions, marketing, kind of a community liaison, because he's got people that he wants to get in and do their rodeos, but he's not really good at the, how do I get in touch with them? How do I promote myself in order to get in front of these rodeo committees and clubs and stuff like that want to do their annual rodeos or whatever. And word of mouth used to do it, back in the 80s, 90s, where he started, word of mouth did it. But now the new word of mouth is social media and even kind of cold calls, stuff like that. And so he brought me on to start getting in touch with different committees, different clubs, and just say, hey, if you have your stock contractor lined up, would you be willing to meet with us? And so I get his foot in the door, but then when we have a rodeo going on, I get to be the go-between between him and the committees or the presidents or whatever, and just say, hey, is this done? Hey, is this done? Hey, how can I help with this? And I try and help promote the rodeo in advance, usually a couple weeks in advance. I contact contestants so that we get really good contestants coming in. The last rodeo, I was able to get a ton of like the world qualifiers to come compete. And so that's another part of my job, because the better contestants you get, the more money you bring in, because people want to come see these awesome contestants.
Yes.
And then when it's rodeo time, well, and like I said, promoting the rodeo throughout the different communities and stuff, because committees, they kind of assume people are just going to know that there's a rodeo happening and they're just going to show up. And that's just not the way it works anymore. You've got to put yourself out there constantly. You have to be the one to go and ask people to come to your event. And the more people you get coming to your event, the more sponsors you can get, which gets better contestants, which gets more people, So, I mean, that's anybody who's ever done any type of PR or anything like that. That's how it works. But it's a big circle. You have to get everybody involved. It is. And you've got to be willing to kind of put your neck out and say, hey, I'm going to put on a great rodeo for you. So you need to come compete for me, or you need to sponsor added money for me, or things like that. And we're going to make sure that everybody that comes to this rodeo is going to know who you are, and it's going to bring you business or sponsors or, et cetera. And then once rodeo time starts, I'm out talking to all the people out in the stands, trying to kind of get a feel for, is this your first time at a rodeo? Is this your first time here? How'd you hear about us? What do you love best about the rodeo? What do you want to see? That way we know how we can put on a better show for them. And then behind the scenes, I'm working gates, or I'm helping the announcer, the secretary, or the judges, or the guys working the shoot.
She is a busy girl.
Yeah.
She is.
Sorry,
No, that's right up. Get it all in there, guys. Okay, go over to misshealthandfitness.com and find Miss Jen Lee, the mother of one. Vote for her. That's all I got to say. Vote for her. We just moved her up one spot to 8th place. Keep voting, guys. We'll see you guys on the other side. New guest right around the corner, right here, Off Track Syndicate.
Yay! Thanks, Jen.
Yay!
Thank you. Thank you guys for having me.
Awesome.
Freaking awesome.
Hope it was okay.
Oh, awesome. Okay, we got to get her. Got to get her moved up. Moved up.
You guys are awesome. Thank you for having me. That was a lot of fun.
Thanks for hanging out with us.
Yeah.
You have a great night, Jen.
Thanks for bringing the content.
Saying they voted. So, okay. I got stuff. I got over Romiko. Okay.
All right, so I'm good.
Yep. Have a great night, Jen.
Good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. See you guys later. Thank you again for having me. Totally appreciate it.
You're welcome. See you later. Where's my?
Bye.
Bye.
Hi, Jen.
What's up?
What's up?
How you doing, man?
It's that dude.
I'm fantastic. How are you?
Living somebody's dream. I'm not sure whose it is, but
nightmares are dreams too.
Yes, it could be one of those.
Everybody running out for smoke break.
No.
Oh, I guess Krista. Oh,
I quit smoking in November.
I know. I've noticed you doing the vape thing.
It's good, but I got to quit it too, because I can tell it's also affecting my breathing. So I'm gonna have to wean myself off of that shit.
Yeah, after 35 years of smoking or something like that, I'm starting to contemplate it too.
Yeah. I can tell a difference, but I can tell that this is also holding me back from being able to be better breathing than I'm doing right now, even.
We've already done a whole hour.
I know.
Where did it go?
I know.
I don't got nothing. All right. Where are we at here? Okay, Ramika.
Yeah, got to do Ramika.
Ah, crap, I got to close my door before a cat comes in.
Oh.
Did you get your text message, Chris?
Yeah, I absolutely can.
Okay. And
I'll take a smoke break after this interview.
I listened to the whole thing, sat down, listened to the whole thing right straight through. So y'all
good
start
ideas,
talking,
huh?
I'll have some. Oh fuck yeah, that's good stuff.
Well, thank you very much.
I don't have a full charge. Come on, what's going on with my phone? That's not good. Oh, shoot.
But I got to get the book too. I got to read it. I heard it, and I know that once y'all start talking, I'll be able to. But I got to have it physically in my hand.
Yeah.
You know, and it just does something different than just listening.
Well, pre-order it now and help my
Absolutely.
chances of actually becoming successful.
Absolutely.
Pre-orders help a lot.
There it is. Ooh, coming in hot, folks.
I love being an independent woman, but sometimes even I need something strong and rugged. I'm not opposed to having a relationship that will last forever. That's why I got myself a cat cooler. What? You thought I was going to say a man? They're made in the United States, and they come with a lifetime guarantee. What else could a girl ask for? Find your life partner at catcoolers.com. Catcoolers.com.
Welcome back into Off Track Syndicate, everybody. It's been one heck of a night. I'm multitasking, trying to get things done here. Before we get started with our guest, I want to throw out a couple things. First Off Track Syndicate, Teespring. Google that. Bam. Take you right to our storefront. Mr. Rusty Lugnuts and I put together, well, he did all the work. I just talk, whatever. Put together a shirt.
No, stop it.
Right.
That never happens.
You would never believe that. I'm going to share the screen here. And yeah, I'm just letting Chris know so he can be prepared. He's like, wait, so I sent a text, dude. I'm like, I don't know if he got that or not.
Go ahead.
See, Peter, look, we don't really have interns. You know, I know you think we do.
We have Chris. We have the all-encompassing Chris.
Okay, there it is.
Which is still better than your high school experience, Peter.
This is the new T-shirt we just. Wow. Yeah, right. Because that's all handsy and things. This is the new T-shirt that from Off Track Syndicate, and I think you guys would recognize it as what normally be the cannon on the front of the "Come and Take It." Right. Well, we modified it. We're gonna put this out there. I've heard it's a really good idea. Now just waiting for you guys to go order one.
Oh yeah.
just go get it. You know what I mean? We've priced it reasonable, like very reasonable, because we want to get them out there. So I think that sends a little bit of a message to the world.
A little bit political.
Yeah, a little bit.
But it's based on that horrendous speech the other day.
Yes, it was quite horrendous. And
I was on the road. I had a very long road trip, and I listened to the whole thing.
Yeah.
I was face palming the whole time.
come and take it. That's all I got to say. Okay. So you go over there to Off Track Syndicate Teespring and find those. And then on top of that, more importantly, go over to romikadesigns.com and you can find everything you want. Or look, if it can be laser engraved, yeah, look at Melissa's got her. She has her Tumblr up. I don't know if anybody can see. Yeah, you can. I have my I have a decanter and matching whiskey glasses with my logo on there. Anything. They have tumblers. They have someone, I guess Ron or his bride, the me part of Mika. Maybe someone designed it's a sign for a real estate agent. And it's really good designs. They have a lot of actually, it's 100% approved review. Yes, dear.
So when I ordered my tumbler, and when I was looking on the website, well, first of all, make sure you put in Off Track.
Yeah, that's the promo code. Off Track.
So, but also for you guys that know me, I drink wine normally. I normally have a wine glass.
Mm-hmm.
So I asked Romika. I said, wine tumblers are very popular right now, especially the ones with the lids.
Yes.
They're insulated. They are good for red wine, white wine. And right away, now when I went back on the website, they got the wine tumbler. So I will be ordering that next, but using the Off Track promo code.
Yeah, absolutely. You have to use Off Track promo code.
Reasonably priced too. They're really good.
So they have anything that's glass, wood, metal. Actually, I don't know. Some plastics, I guess, and laser engraved stuff. I really don't know the answer to that.
No, they can't do metal unless it's got like a covering that they can do. But you can message them. You can work. They'll work with you. They'll do everything you want to do.
Laser engraved metal 50 cal ammo canister.
It's a metal can, but they're laser engraving the powder coating off of it.
Sure, right. Well, that's okay. Right. That you're right. I should have been specific there, but yes. And there is a business card there. Melissa's holding up. But anyway,
beyond grateful.
romikadesigns.com. That is romikadesigns.com
/Off Track.
Off Track Syndicate, bitches.
Welcome in, one Mr. Peter Seraphine. How are you doing today, sir?
Fantastic. I have a request though.
Oh,
next time I'm on the show, I would love Train by Blackfoot to be the rejoin music.
We've been working on that actually. That is ironic, isn't it?
Actually, in the beginning, it was actually part of one of our lead, our intro, exit. It was either intro or exit, one of them. But yeah, and then we changed it up and took that out. But yeah, absolutely, that's a damn good.
My beautiful wife upstairs, she her dad used to play that song constantly. And he passed a couple of years ago. So anytime she hears it, she thinks of him. And there's a local DJ that anytime we walk into an event, when he's playing, he sees us, he plays Train. No matter what the event is.
Cool.
Okay.
Awesome.
Chris.
Well, let's get down to the reason for you being here. The photo over your shoulder there, your new book, So Simple, Even a Politician Can Understand.
Is that possible?
It has to be really simple.
Really simple.
Okay.
And I can vouch the ideas in this book are super simple. I mean, there are a number of them in here that I personally feel shouldn't be political in any way. We should have people on the left and people on the right look at some of these ideas and go, well, yeah, it's just
okay. You're saying that it's a book that shouldn't have to be written because it's just common sense?
Yeah, basically.
But you got to really draw pictures for people who are just not getting it.
We made it for the politicians, or he did, apparently. So simple, even a politician can understand. That's important.
Okay. It's a collection of ideas that I've had while hosting Liberty Lighthouse. I'm coming up on the 2-year anniversary of Liberty Lighthouse. And I've had some great guests over the years and talked about a bunch of different topics. And this is basically just a collection of ideas that I've had during those conversations with guests.
Indeed.
Oh,
Indeed.
What is Liberty Lighthouse?
Liberty Lighthouse is my show here on the Mojo 50 Radio Network, Saturdays at 8 p.m.
8 p.m. Eastern.
5 p.m. Pacific time.
Do you have any interns, or is your production much like your high school sex tape?
Oh, wow. Did you just...
Everybody loves that promo. That might be the funniest thing I've ever written.
It is very funny. And it's good that it's lighthearted in a more serious show. I think it brings the funny. I like that.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I don't bring funny to the show very often, but I try when
Which is funny because you're naturally funny.
Well, thank you.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
So from the Romika Design Bunker studio, can you talk to us about Chapter 4? I want to talk about taxes on everything. I mean everything. How do we make this simpler?
The taxes on everything part actually goes all the way back to my first book, Progress Really, over 2 years ago, where I tried to calculate how much I was personally paying in taxes. And
Not
I couldn't
easy.
do it. I couldn't do it because there's absolutely no way of calculating the levels upon levels of corporate income tax that have been added on to absolutely everything that you buy.
Right. Yep.
So that was the impetus of the idea. And the simple solution, the simple idea is create just one form of tax, whether it's a sales tax or an income tax or a property tax, whatever.
Right.
Just
right.
one form of tax. Let state, local, county, and federal all get their share of it, but one kind of tax. And if we, the people, actually had one transparent form of tax, we would see how much of our money goes to income or goes to taxes. And we would probably be just utterly offended and appalled by the total, because I got to about 50% when I ran into I can't calculate it anymore. So over half of our money goes to pay some form of government tax or fee.
So are you saying that you went as far as, say, take in a week or a month, because it's probably more difficult on a daily basis, but no, I guess maybe you'd have to shorten it down, but to go and like get a receipt for everything you bought and then just add up all the taxes you paid plus your income tax plus your property tax, your everything. Is that what you did?
Yep, I did it for a month.
50%. Wow.
That way I could capture all of the taxes on utility bills and things like that. And then I, prorated property tax, vehicle registrations, inspection fees, and all of those kinds of things. The 75 cents a gallon fuel tax that we have here in Pennsylvania, and just added it all up, and I got to about 50% before I couldn't calculate that corporate taxes and corporate fees and their property tax.
There's no way for us to calculate the amount of money that we spend that is basically paying a tax that is levied on a business, because businesses don't pay taxes. Businesses have business expenses. They get passed on to the consumer. A portion of that cost that you pay for the thing you bought off of Amazon is tax, and you don't really realize it or see the amount or percentage of. So getting a full picture of how much tax did you actually pay is impossible. So I like the idea that was put forth in Chapter 4 of this book. One tax on everything. Just one form of taxation.
Yeah.
Let
So
everybody
is that
see
one
exactly
form?
how much they're paying.
Is that like a flat tax or?
Yes.
In Chapter 4, I specify that I don't care what kind of a tax it is, just pick one. I recently read Progress in Politics, I think it was called. It was written in the 1880s. And his suggestion was that the only thing that should be taxed was property, land, because everybody's going to pay their share of that, whether you're renting a property or whether you own a property. You're going to pay property tax. So
yeah,
I would
but
say
you shouldn't. I mean, isn't that part? You shouldn't, because then you don't own the land. Because if you don't pay the tax on it, then they come take it from you. So I wholly disheartedly disagree with property tax.
I agree.
Wouldn't the argument be property tax and that pays for the maintenance of your road or something?
Well, my idea is pick one form of tax, no matter what that one form is, and let it pay for everything.
Right. So going back to that, I'm glad you brought that back up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Through the different perspective of the politicians and the government, they don't want it to be simplified because then they can't manipulate it. They can't pull you in so many different directions that you can't see straight if it were that simple. They need it to be that complicated so they can pull the wool over the sheep's eyes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, yeah.
Right.
Not only
So they'll
that,
never do it. They
Well,
don't
not
want
only-
it.
yeah. Not only pull, keep you off balance and all that, but it also
Like
puts in
mushrooms.
the buddy, the buddy system, whatever I'm trying to say.
Good old
the,
boy
the-
system.
Yeah, the good old boy system. Hey, I'll give you a reprieve on this tax, and you can do this, and you throw a little money here, and it's
Favors and payback.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So
Yep.
as far as businesses go, look, I think everybody should be paying taxes, but I also think that it's really tough for especially small businesses to get ahead with everything they're taxed on. I mean, it's crazy.
Well, the fact of the matter is that businesses don't ever pay tax. The only people that pay tax are us, citizens, because every tax or fee levied onto a business is passed on to us in increased cost of goods.
Sure.
Yep. One thing that I found out that was surprising that I didn't, and maybe this is common knowledge to everybody, Social Security. People think that they pay into Social Security themselves, when in reality, your employer must match dollar for dollar what you put into Social Security. So they're actually getting paid double.
Right.
Social Security is getting paid double the money that you put in, which is unbelievable to me. So everybody's paying in double, and there's still this system, this joke of a system is still going to be out of money in 20 years, less than 20 years. It's amazing.
Oh no, they're not out of money. They're just out of money to give to us.
Well, and Social Security is a ripoff in a lot of other ways.
Oh, absolutely.
It's basically a forced retirement plan. And if you're not married or don't have minor children and you die early, nobody gets it. The government.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, they just absorb it. Yeah.
Yes. There's never any
can't will it away
avenues to be followed to retrieve that money that you've paid in over the years.
Yep.
It's never even thought of. People don't think about it.
There was another. Go ahead.
I was just looking for your book online to find out where to buy it, and I automatically went to Amazon, but it's not yet available. How can
launches on
somebody
July
get
4th.
It's a pre-order right
Wow,
now.
What a coincidence.
Yeah. You would think that maybe a patriotic fellow like myself would have picked a different day, but no.
No, I don't. Sounds good to me. I mean,
Yeah, the book in its ebook and its paperback are on pre-order right now, and they are selling so well in pre-order. Go ahead, tell them where you're at.
Well,
Peter.
if you scroll down there, it'll tell you where I rank in the sales rankings, and that number can fluctuate by hundreds of thousands every hour. And right now, even if you look at it, I think it's 393,000 is the sales ranking, which sounds terrible. But there are 4.2 million books on Amazon. So
you're right up top.
Yeah, I'm in the
Wow.
top 10%.
Zero.
And
Yeah.
a few days ago, I was actually in the top 1%.
Oh,
Nice.
So the pre-orders are huge for an absolute unknown, self-published author who doesn't have a national, Fox TV show or something like that. Pre-orders can really make or break my success with this book. So if you're at all interested, please pre-order it now. So simple, even a politician can understand.
So
question
where can we pre-order that at? On your
Amazon
on your
and Barnes
website?
and Noble for print books. Amazon and Barnes and Noble for print books. There's at least a dozen places you can pre-order. the ebook. 4 places that I'm aware of that you can get the audiobook. You can find all of those by going to liberty-lighthouse.com.
That's
/book.
the link that I put out there everywhere for everybody in all the chats is liberty-lighthouse.com.
I hope you got a good narrator.
I got this guy who said he would do it for like, a share of the profits or something like that.
Sounds like he was pretty easy.
Look, I heard it.
Make a profit.
I heard it. I heard Chris's. It's freaking good. It's really freaking
so
good.
We need to figure out how to make politicians read it.
Yeah, right.
Well, no, they don't have to. They can just listen to it because Chris is known to be seductive.
Well, I've personally given copies of it to all of my elected officials up through my senators.
Nice.
So, there you go. I put out on the the social medias earlier today. I think it was. I suggested that if you want your politicians to be simple again, why don't buy them a copy of this book and have it sent to their office?
This is a fantastic idea. Buy one for yourself, buy one for a politician, and send it to them.
That is excellent. I'm going to do that.
Really read it.
There's another idea that I wanted to talk about before we run out of time here. We've got a guest coming in the last hour. I believe Peter's going to hang out with us and talk food because he's also good friends with the host of that show.
I spent 20 plus years in restaurants. I know a little bit about food.
Nice. So, chapter 16, one bill, one topic. Let's talk about that idea.
Well, that's a bill that actually already exists. One bill, one topic, transparency in something bill. It's been around for years, and it's in the House of Representatives. I believe it's Bill 49 or something like that. And in the current Congress, it's never going to be seen unless we, the people, force the House to make it be voted on. And it's just what it says. It's one bill, one topic. The labeling of the bill, the name of the bill has to match the contents of the bill. So you can't call something the free whatever for everybody, but then have it loaded full of taxes. And it forbids amendments that do not relate directly to the topic from being attached to a bill.
Kind of like the infrastructure stuff they're trying to push right now, and they're talking about getting money for education. Like, oh, we want you to indoctrinate our kids more. No, we don't.
Yeah. So one bill, one topic is a bill that already exists. I believe I have the summary of that bill in the book.
You do.
It's not going to go anywhere until we, the people, force them to do something with it.
HR 46, one bill, one topic, or one subject, Transparency Act. It's a real simple bill. We have one subject, sub A. Each bill or joint resolution shall embrace no more than one subject. B, the subject shall be in the title and clearly described and identified. C, any appropriations bill shall not contain any general legislation or change any existing law. Those have to be done in the one topic, one bill.
What? That's preposterous.
What?
That kind of goes back to what Doc Thompson used to say about putting the name of the store. Like, don't have it some weird name. No, describe
the
what
For the
selling.
People Act. Bullshit.
I sell pink widget store. Whatever.
Oh yes, I used to love that the widget stores and oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I want to before we run out of time, I want to applaud your diversity in having the beautiful and athletic Jen Lee Butler on, and then an obese old who smokes cigars and drinks scotch.
Oh wait, that sounds familiar.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
Cheers, Peter.
As the man to my right and the man to my left both grab their scotch.
Wait a minute, Chris. They grabbed their what?
Their scotch. Their scotch.
Oh, scotch.
If you believe that word scotch when he said that would be really funny.
Gosh, why are we live all of a sudden? Can you edit that?
We'll get that edited out. Don't worry. We'll start
Put your
over.
hands above your desks.
3, 2, 1, go again. We'll edit all that out.
Okay, yeah. Well,
yeah. All right, we'll start over. So anyway, holy crap!
I think you did a really good job on this book. I really do. And that's not just
Looking
because
forward to getting it.
I narrated the audio copy. I really believe that the ideas in this book are good. And I believe that there are at least half of them that could be sold to the people who generally don't agree with us on anything. They're that good.
We have a question from Miss Jennifer Owens May, or J May, and I think it's referring to this. It says, "Can you gift credits?"
Don't know.
Credits.
I'm not.
In Audible?
You can
Maybe.
give credits on Audible.
Oh.
You just need an email.
Okay, you can gift them
Mhm.
to someone else. I didn't know. No,
I gift credits
cool.
a lot. I gifted one to you
Um,
like 2 years ago.
I got breaking news.
Yeah,
Breaking
I got,
news
break,
from the
I got breaking news. I just pre-ordered my copy of So Simple Even a Politician Can Understand.
Thank you. Thank you
I
very
did
much.
too. Rusty, you keep copying me. I just did too.
You guys are voting for J Pound and ordering books.
Oh, yeah.
What are you gonna do for our next guests?
Eat whatever
I
they
don't
tell
know.
us.
We'll see.
You guys copycats
That's right.
and stuff.
Well, it's
What?
a foodie segment.
I like
next.
food.
We haven't done some foodie shit in a long time.
Yeah, a long time, over a
Foodie
year.
shit.
We need
We need more
food.
foodie
I was
segments.
in a band called Foodie Shit. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't think there was any chapter in the book that had anything to do with food. But it's still a good book.
Oh, thank goodness. Yeah,
Thank you all
politicians
very much.
could eat my
Shorts.
shorts. Absolutely.
Eat a
All
bag
right.
of dicks.
All right, guys. You guys gotta go check out. So simple, even a politician can understand. From Mr. Peter Serafine from the Liberty Lighthouse right here in Mojo 50. Go get that book, guys. We'll be right back right here off Track Syndicate, Mojo 50. I gotta get a refill. I'll be right back.
All right, I've hid my view. I've put the broadcast on the regular default view. And I'm going to mute myself here. Nope, everybody else ran away. So I'm going to wait until they come back, and then I'm going to go have a cigarette.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right, so I got to message the kitty and make sure that they have the proper address. Actually, don't I have them in my contact book? Can't I just invite them? Oh, look, there they are.
There's the kitty.
Hey, look. They're connected to the
recognize those
audios.
two.
Guys, we'll be right back right here off Track Syndicate.
Hi, it's Doc Thompson for Matthew 25 Ministries. Matthew 25 Ministries is one of the few
You
charities
guys
I'll
got to
actually
turn that off.
know them.
Yeah.
I've worked with them, and I know almost all of the money that you donate goes to help people. Go to m25m.org.
Hello.
All right, you got it? Excellent.
We're in already. Hello.
Yeah.
We're on break.
Yep,
Yes.
we are in the break here before the last half hour. Everybody's excited to talk food.
Yeah, really. Yeah, Pete was on with us in the fall, so I go, well, how convenient.
We
Indeed.
did a
He
holiday
stayed.
food episode.
He stuck around.
Was it? I can't even. I know we talked a little bit about your fabulous way of doing turkey. And I thought it was a good thing to share.
All right, Sean and Rusty are back. I'm going to mute myself and go have a quick smoke. I might not make it back before you guys come back in, but Sean's good.
Go ahead. What?
You trust him, huh? Is Shay in?
Yeah, he runs the show. I already put it all on automatic, basically.
Yes.
Is Shay in?
Take your phone, Chris.
No shit.
Yeah, I'll take my phone.
There's Shay.
That's Shay. Okay, I'm going to turn my phone off now. Beep, beep.
Hello, Shay.
Welcome back into Off Track Syndicate, everyone. Right here from the Warhorse Legacy / Romika Design Studio. We're going to go with both of them right now. So,
Oh, yeah.
go over to warhorselegacy.org, donate so they can help our veterans and their families. StarWarsLegacy.org, and of course, RamikaDesigns.com, and use promo code OFFTRACK, and you can get 10% off on anything that you want it laser engraved over there. They've got some pretty awesome stuff. Have tumblers. This is a 20 ounce. I think all of us have a 20 ounce. Yeah,
I think so. But don't forget, they have wine glasses now too,
yeah,
or tumblers, wine tumblers.
They've got bigger tumbler. I keep wanting to call them a mug. It's a tumbler, whatever.
Mm-hmm. And they have the option of personalizing, so you can personalize with your
Absolutely.
name or picture. It just has to be a good picture.
Yes, it has to be a good file. But yeah, I mean, you don't have. Look, we'd love you to have an off-track tumbler, of course. But by all means, you can get another show on there. You can get your logo, your name. You can get Happy Birthday Grandma for all anybody gives a damn. Just go over to
the Liberty Lighthouse, even.
Yeah,
or
right.
SUNY.
You could have
They
so
have
simple,
SUNY
even
there?
a politician can understand. Right there on a tumbler.
Yeah,
Peter.
Lights are great.
But you got to use promo code OFFTRACK. Just saying.
Yeah, you have to use promo code OFFTRACK, or it's
That's how.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm sure Ron would love to hook you up. And look, quick shipping. He jumps on it, bam! It's like out the next day.
Dude. Yes, when
Yes,
you make
no
the
joke.
order, he was on point. I mean, when I made my order, he was like making it now. I was like, holy crap.
The communication, they'll communicate back with you when they receive the order, if they have any questions, to make sure they do it right, and when it ships out. So definitely Romika Designs.
Absolutely. RamikaDesigns.com. That is RamikaDesigns.com. Promo code OFFTRACK.
Off-Track Syndicate.
Thank you there, Reverend Professor Rusty J. Lugnuts. Okay. On to what?
Before we get into a food segment, which I really appreciate.
I'm hungry. Come on. Let's go.
I know. I want to give a shout out to some friends. They're new listeners of the program. Michael Weston and Peggy Weston.
Oh.
Yes, they are new listeners. I know they're
The
watching us
Weston.
right now.
Hey, you want to send them a gift basket, the Weston?
Yes. But they
The
are
Westons, I bet
also
Get
they're
them.
also foodies.
Make it extra large. And send some food.
Yes.
And
Awesome.
wine.
We'll get
Hey,
on.
if you're sending gift baskets, may I recommend a copy of? So simple.
There you go.
We're plugging everything here right now. Okay, so getting right to it. Look, it's been 2 years. Look at you guys. Real food, real people. We have Miss Pat and Doug and Shay right here. Real food, real people. How you guys doing?
y'all.
Yeah, hey.
What's going on?
Yes, thanks for having us. This is kind of nice.
It's been a ride, hasn't it?
Yes, indeed.
Is it what you expected?
No, is life ever what you expect, though?
No, no. Every day it's a curveball. I'm just waiting for a line drive. Crack out of the park. No, it's not happening.
And we couldn't have had it happen without wonderful producer Doug and my emotional support co-host Shay, and it's all been and so far we're still rolling. So
are we officially calling like affectionately calling Doug Snowball at this point? Because that's
Snowball.
pretty cool.
Oh, that's cute.
I like that.
I want to go back and
look at that.
Oh, that's
go back
sexy.
and-
I gotta say.
the
Look.
licensing requirement for the emotional support, Shay.
Emotional support co-host.
That's what I do. That's what I'm here for.
That's right.
Oh,
Yeah.
how do you do that, Shay? What's your secret? You just gotta.
Hey, I'm just me, and
It's a gift.
It is. It really is.
Ooze.
All right.
Maybe you're born with it. Maybe it's just me. I don't know.
Yeah, and it's Chris with us.
No.
Not yet.
Oh, he's out there
My
killing
life for when he comes back. Happy to have Peter on with us because he was on the show with us, episode 77. It was Navy, Chow, and other stories. So there's some good stuff in there.
Navy Chow. You were a mess specialist, Peter?
I was.
That's right. MS.
Wow.
Hey,
I'm a
last
specialist
time-
Look
in
at
making
that.
them. Oh, look at it. Is that an anchor?
Boom.
That is what we call my crow. That's my.
So
my-
now I'm
Nowadays-
outnumbered.
Nowadays, it almost sounds like a gang. You were MS3.
I was.
MS3. Not a MS13.
It is a gang.
MS3.
Maybe that's why they got rid of the MS rating.
And they made it
Especially
a
the
what? It's a
MS13.
CS.
chow specialist. Is that what you're saying?
Chow
Yes.
specialist.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, my son is in the Navy as well.
Okay, this is not fair. I'm getting ganged up on by squids.
Air Force salute.
I don't know what. Damn it! Would you? Your job to fire them. That's all I'm saying. All right. I'm out.
So you can stay. We'll let you stay.
Okay. I'm going to ask this of the three of you, and I know Shay hasn't been with you as long as this show has been going, but what the three of you? I want individual answers here. What has been
January? She's been with us since
January. Since January. So
Awesome.
what has been the highlight? Like your highest moment? Do you think in the show? What are you most proud of? I should say.
Well, I don't know. Me personally, I get excited when we get some interesting. They're all interesting guests, but I spend a lot of time trying to get noticed with the Next Level Up.
That's tough.
Yeah, and
that's those curveballs I was talking about.
Well, with some help, we managed to get Joe Borio on, who has a YouTube cooking show, Cooking Italian with Joe. And we love Joe. He's a lot of fun. So if you want to see some Italian and some fun and a little forget about it, go to YouTube and Joe Cooking Italian with Joe. And we had Jeffy back in when we had our contest. We had Mr. Jeff Fisher. That was a lot of fun.
Did you guys chew a lot of fat with Jeffy or what?
Yeah, we absolutely did.
I mean, what you're supposed to do.
There was even a second helping of Jeffy. So if you go to I forgot.
There was bonus material, right?
That's right.
Yeah,
awesome.
Absolutely.
So it's been fun. And I have kind of a penciled in sort of promise from Kexi Cookies coming up soon. So we'll see if that actually materializes.
Kexi Cookies. Okay.
All right. Have you not heard?
No.
I don't.
Mr. Pat Gray from the other place, his family started a cookie company.
Oh yeah.
That's right. I heard about that.
Yeah. So that's going to be fun when we get them on. So
yeah.
Are they like what kind of cookies are they?
Oh, they have all kinds. They have a maple bacon.
I hear they're
cookie.
yummy.
Maybe.
KexiCookie.com, KexiCookies.com.
Right. Go ahead. Yeah. Maybe we can get rid of. Sorry, I'm going to throw this Girl Scout stuff out there. Get rid of that and get some Kexi Cookies all up in this joint, and then you guys could have a official sponsor right there on Real Food, Real People.
There we go.
Yeah.
We can work on that, right? Y'all can just
do
it.
So we're still, throwing ideas around. We still don't have an actual, a cookbook yet or a website from which to sell merchandise. So there's a lot of things still in the mix. And boy, could we use an intern. So
wait.
Don't ask me about that.
Go to New York right now. Jump on the plane and go. Just get out of here.
Don't ask Peter. It might get messy. You don't need a website, really. You can just put it do you guys do Facebook?
Yes, we do.
We have a Facebook group. Yeah.
You can sell your stuff just from Facebook instead of spending the money on a website.
Shop button right there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
good to see you, Pat. I haven't talked to you in forever.
I know. You know what? You need to tell your phone to unblock me. Sorry for the personal business.
We are already off track.
Off track. I think I just got derailed.
Okay.
That's weird.
I'm going to the other lady in the room here. Shay, what's your highlight of the show so far, of being on the show with Doug and Pat?
Well, I kind of go with Pat and Doug here. I really enjoy our guests. I love listening to people's stories and their backgrounds. And I think probably a tie for first with that would be when we do our food tastings on air.
Mm-hmm.
So when we have our yummy or yucky segments, those are always fun to do and get everybody's input. So
we
had Carrie Melinak on too. Gosh, sorry, Carrie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
Speaking of yummy or yucky, well, first of all, we haven't, like Melissa stated earlier, we have not done anything food related for, I don't know, like forever.
Too long.
I think you should have a once a month recipe corner.
Yeah, we need to. Okay, let's just do that. You guys, we'll put it in the books. We'll get it done.
Yeah, we need to do that. And
Intern.
give.
How about we do it? I mean, you guys want to do a little yummy and yucky and stuff, and
stuff
I'll
and
try
things.
some
Want
things.
some more?
That would
Yes.
be fun. We could do
I'm a
that.
guinea pig.
Oh, we could
I
do
did
some
do
live
the,
on-air tasting.
Mojo Riverfish put out a challenge. I think it originated with Eric. The mustard, yellow mustard on the watermelon.
Ooh.
I did it. I posted a video on the Off Track page and the Facebook.
Yep.
It wasn't horrible. I actually got my girlfriend to try it, and she's like, she's like, I am not putting that. No, not.
Oh yeah. I don't know. I don't know if I wanted to turn into a Who Eats This Crap episode.
She did it. I was a little amazed. It wasn't gross. It was actually like, okay, it's different. I'll give you that, but it's. Yeah.
I like salt on my watermelon.
Yeah. It does.
Yeah, I do too.
And vodka.
Oh, yeah. Whoa.
And
whoa.
vodka.
No,
I would-
ma'am.
That reminds me. The episode that we just we actually did it drop?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, it just
Tonight.
dropped today.
Just before this show.
Just before this show. This week's episode is the Great Food Debate, and we put out a questionnaire that Shay promoted. And let's see, there was like 15 questions on it. You know, pineapple on pizza,
Yeah, it was like
hot dog
14 or 15.
sandwich, salt on watermelon, blah, blah, blah. And we brought a question for you guys.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's
Or
do
two.
this.
Right, Shay?
That's right.
Oh, get some. Let me hear it.
Well, okay. So since we're on the watermelon subject right now, we put out, do you put salt on your watermelon?
Yes.
Oh,
Absolutely.
Yes. Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. So we ran a poll on both Twitter and Facebook, and the common answer was that no, people do not like salt on their watermelon. So
What?
you were in
So most people who said no probably
smaller
haven't tried
group.
it. I mean, you don't put a lot on it. I think you just want to enhance the sweetness. Like, look, you put sugar when you're baking things, right? Does that not enhance the sweetness?
Salt is a
A little bit of salt, I think, does, don't it?
Right. Why not?
Salt is a flavor enhancer.
I
It's
agree.
about whatever flavor is there. You know, MSG, monosodium glutamate, is salt. It's just a different form.
Is that why people put salt on their Corona? Not their virus, but
I put salt in beer.
I specifically remember my grandmother making hot chocolate from scratch. And when she was making it on the stove, she would put salt in it. And I remember asking her, why are you putting salt in hot chocolate? And she said, because it makes the chocolate taste better.
That's true.
I know a lot of people that put salt in their coffee grounds when they're making coffee.
Really?
They
Yep.
put salt in the coffee grounds to get rid of the bitterness. If you're not using AmericanPrideRoasters.com, American Pride Roasters, if you're not using their coffee and you have a more bitter coffee, you put salt in the grounds, even if it's like less than a teaspoon, maybe half a teaspoon, quarter teaspoon.
Pinch.
A pinch.
Dave might get a little salt.
And actually, that
What,
is
what are you
bad.
pinching? What are you pinching, Peter?
A loaf?
A
What?
pinch of salt in the coffee grounds is a huge help if you have hard water.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
exactly.
Okay. See, I'm learning things tonight. Things I didn't know.
That's another person we had on was Dave, and I'm trying to think, he was at the end of September.
Yep.
I can't remember the episode, but you can even get coffee hour with Dave. Real food, real people. So go check it out on Spreaker. And there's 100 and how many? 6 episodes?
107.
107 episodes counting tonight. So Yahoo.
Congratulations.
Oh, yeah, that's awesome.
2-year
Thank
anniversary.
you. Hey, what's that other question, Shay? Because I really want to see how these guys pan out with that.
Okay, so this one was also a really highly debated question, and the answers were almost 50-50 tie. But do you separate your M&Ms before you eat them?
No.
No.
What?
No, I do not.
None of you separate your M&Ms?
Hey, we're not racist here. We're not segregating anything.
No.
Colors, and they're all beautiful.
I like
I'm
all
shocked. I
chocolate
don't know
colors.
if I can be friends with you people.
Why do you gotta like?
Chris picks out the green ones.
All of them.
Thursdays.
The green
Yeah,
ones and the
'cause-
blue ones and the yellow ones, they all got to be in separate piles, and then you eat them evenly, one at a time.
So I don't know if you guys, this was a thing when you guys were young, but at least check your local listings. Around here, the green M&Ms, if look, they were like, because you're horny.
Green, yeah.
I don't know.
That's why I said that.
Okay.
Yeah, green M&Ms on Thursdays.
Thursdays.
Yellow M&Ms were a base hit. Yeah.
Wait, whoa. What the?
So
Peter had something going on with Skittles.
I said I separate my Skittles, but I don't separate my M&Ms.
They all taste the same.
I don't understand that. Why would you separate one and not the other?
Because Skittles are different flavors. M&Ms are all chocolate.
Yeah, close your eyes and eat two different color M&Ms.
Wow.
Look what we started.
Oh, it's a rainbow of flavor. No, it's chocolate.
Well, one thing that we noticed was that if any of you consider yourselves to be either global or linear thinkers, like, I'm kind of global, kind of all over the place. Doug and Shay are more linear, and they sort their M&Ms. I'm just throw them in my mouth, So I said,
okay, so in 1976, red M&Ms were discontinued.
Why?
Because of a fear that red dye number. I forget what it is.
Yellow number 7 or whatever, because it was actually yellow.
Yeah,
right?
was that caused cancer. However, M&Ms did not use that, but because of public perception, they just quit using red M&Ms for over a decade.
This is why Rusty is a professor, by the way.
And
and a reverend.
Yeah, and
it's gospel what he just said. So, right,
it is gospel. You can look it up.
The
but
infallibility of the Pope.
I do not believe the internet, Rusty.
I believe that, like, whether it had the red dye number, whatever in it or not, people were afraid of anything artificially colored red.
But do you put salt in your M&Ms?
I don't understand that. I had a friend that could not join the Navy because she was allergic to that red dye.
Salt on M&Ms? What?
It's
chocolate. Salt on chocolate. I love the chocolate bars that have the touch of salt in it.
Yeah,
they have like these flakes of salt.
See, look.
So good.
You have to lick your M&Ms first before you salt them.
Yeah.
And I put bacon on ice cream.
I like my M&Ms so other people won't eat them.
I dip my fries in my milkshakes. So
Frosties.
Sure.
Melt in your mouth, not in your hands.
Oh
wait.
You got to be crispy fries though.
Questioning.
Oh, go ahead.
So
questioning coming on this show.
Everyone does, Peter. It's okay. You're not alone.
That's all right. So anyway, in 1987, they reintroduced red M&Ms. So from that point on, that was before you were born, wasn't it, Shay? 87?
No, I was born.
Oh,
way before that.
Oh, way before, like days.
No, like years.
Quit sucking up to the guest, Rusty.
Hey, she only looks like she's like 25.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Flirting?
So you guys, you sorters. I heard somebody talking about how it was Cynthia Tobias that I told you about, Sean. The way they learn. Do you remember the book I told you about a while back? Anyway, she was sitting next to him.
I won't answer that.
Thanks a lot. All right, leave me out to hang. But she was sitting next to a military pilot on a plane, and she was about to eat a handful of M&Ms. And he looked at her and said, "Are you going to eat those just like that?" She goes, "Yeah, why? You're not going to sort them?" She goes, "No, do you?" And of course, the pilot had this system of sorting all the colors because he's this structured, but that focused straight line, have to think very specifically, military pilot versus she's kind of artistic and global thinker. So. She did a whole study on it. It was very interesting. But I went to Doug and told him about it, and he's like, I don't know. Do you sort?
You know,
that like you can determine a personality based on their candy eating habits, whether
Yes,
they're Skittles
indeed.
or M&Ms.
Could be the next pickup line instead of "What's your sign?"
Oh,
Picture
like
M&M?
during speed dating with coffee dates, here, just throw M&Ms on the table.
There you
oh, and
go.
see what
Yeah, I
they
don't
do.
like that.
What's your
Yeah,
reaction?
exactly.
Stare at them. Just throw it out there. What are you gonna do?
There you go.
What are you?
That's
What
it.
is your next move? It's a little intimidating. Sorry.
Oh, now that Chris is back, Chris, if we ever get a cookbook going, will you narrate our cookbook?
Yeah, absolutely.
You have to read it with a mouthful of food, though. Just
All
say.
right.
Shaken,
That's
not
the law,
stirred.
state law.
Have to try all the rest of it.
Being, yeah,
I did one
being,
cookbook
Chris's-
already. It was for a low FODMAP food diet.
Just
What?
remember, Chris, it's pronounced cumin.
Human.
Cumin, yeah, cumin, not yeah.
Yes, indeed.
And anise.
Yeah. So being
Wait. Are you sure, Melissa?
Well,
Yeah,
the Italian
cumin.
wedding cookies are so good with the
Um,
And-
so just so we get this straight, being Chris's part-time agent here, he will have to receive a portion of the profits to to narrate.
just send him a bag of M&Ms. It's fine.
You know, Jeffy wanted a cut from his episode, and we said absolutely if any money came in.
We'll send it on.
People out there think we're banking, and we are.
Yeah.
We're banking on
Banking
you
on what?
listening some more. That's it. That's
I don't know.
That's
That's
it.
pretty optimistic, Sean.
it. I know. I'm full of shit. So there's.
So we had times where Shay went and visited personally Melissa and Marty from Tasting Jamaican. We have a little time to talk about that.
Yeah, you got
Yeah.
a few minutes.
few minutes. Yeah, go.
There we got a
Can
couple
you
minutes.
give a
Go.
little overview on your little visit with them, Shay?
Sure. I mean, I went to where they make their salsas, and we got to try some. We did a live tasting on air while we recorded, and we had a blast. They were the greatest people, and how they came to be. You can actually hear about that.
Through Doc Thompson.
Which episode?
So
Right. Oh,
anybody
really?
from your from oh gosh, was it 14, 15?
Yeah. Building America.
Building America, yes.
The first episode.
That's where she got started.
Nice.
Yeah. So check out Tasting Jamaican.
That I think, doesn't Dave Matthews from American Pride Roasters support them on his website?
Yep.
Yes, he does.
Yes, indeed. So
Okay,
we're
I
going to
need to
promote
check
each
that
other
out.
and everyone. What is it? Rising tide raises all ships, as Doc Thompson used to say.
Yes.
What do you guys have in the future coming up? like in the distant future, where are you guys going? It's been 2 years. I mean, you got to go somewhere more than where we went. So where are you going?
Yeah.
Aiming for next week.
Well, yeah, it's always one week at a time.
You know, there's a lot of truth in that, Doug. I got to tell you, because anyone who really knows the behind the scenes of this show knows that I sit down at a computer and
We are very well
what am I going
prepared.
to talk about 5 minutes from now?
And
You know what? I'm going to throw this out there, and I'm going to be brave. And I've been kind of lobbying for, I don't care if it's at night or on the weekend, but anybody who goes to Spoonie, it's not real heavily populated with the absence of Chef Patrick. So I don't know really what's happening there, but I would love to, move our show over to, kind of an off-hour slot on Mojo 50.
Yeah.
Ask.
So
They're looking.
I-
They're looking for shows. So
I
ask
think
why.
I think it would be a good addition. It would be a there needs to be diverse stuff because I love Mojo, but there is a lot of political stuff everywhere.
You need a
We love you though, Peter.
I was just going to say.
Oh, is he
I know.
still here? Gee,
My fault.
Oh, God.
I know.
that guy got fired. I fired him.
Well,
Yes.
I know. I haven't
Rusty,
gotten around to.
Rusty, I agree with you. We need to quit it with the echo chamber. Everybody talks about not being an echo
Yeah.
chamber at the same time creates an echo chamber.
I get it.
Hey,
I've heard
absolutely.
some pretty diverse stuff on some of the topics. Even though we are all libertarian, conservative minded, I've heard some pretty diverse.
Wakey, wakey.
Dang it, Timmy, stop it.
All right.
Yeah.
So, Shay, Pat, Doug, okay, I want you to tell all of our listeners. I mean, look, a lot of them know who you are, but for the because we've had a lot of listeners come on new, and of course the Westons that Miss Melissa mentioned earlier, they're brand new. So tell everybody where we can find your show. Give them just a rundown. I mean, we've talked about some things what you guys do, but just tell them about your show and where to find it.
Okay, so we're on Spoonie.com every day, 7 p.m. and 1 a.m. Eastern. We are on Spreaker.com, iHeart, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and Amazon Music Podcasts. Search for Real Food, Real People, and we're there.
Yeah, and we our email address is realfoodrealpeopleshow@gmail.com. So please let us know your show ideas, your comments, recipes, anything like that. Get in touch with us on our email address, or
You can also find you guys on the socials, right? Individually, like
Yes.
Twitter account.
Right.
where
Shay, where are you at on Twitter?
Sure. Yeah. So on Facebook, you can find our page and our Facebook group at Real Food, Real People Show. And on Twitter, you can find us at Real Food Pat1 and Real Food Shay.
Awesome. Doug, do you have a Twitter account or any socials of your own? Because you're pretty famous, you know.
Yeah, at Guy Greenhouse.
That's right. Because you have a big green thumb, right?
a big green thumb.
Yeah.
Look, if you're going to tell me it's not right, look, I know how you're a pretty tall dude. So taller than I am.
He's a big deal. He's a big deal.
He is a big dude. I've met the man in person. He's a big dude. I'm just
looking
saying.
for the bell button on my soundboard. I can't find it. Somebody help me out. There you go.
Ding, ding, ding. Oh, we're also on Instagram. Shay, what is that account? She's our Instagram girl.
Yes. So on Instagram, you can find us at Real Food, Real People Show as well.
Awesome.
Okay.
Well, that's pretty simple. Real Food, Real People Show.
And for right now, we're posting recipes in the unofficial Spoonie page, MeWe chat. So even if you don't have a MeWe account, go get you one just so you can join that group.
Awesome.
There we go.
Okay, guys. Look, we're going to wrap it up. I got to tell you guys about Nashville, Tennessee one more time. Every week we got to do this because I forgot a couple weeks ago. Anyway, August 19th, 21st, we're going to be down there at John Rich's Redneck Riviera. Meet and greet. Everyone is welcome. Come show up. Have a good time. Hang out. Let's do this, guys.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks for having us. Thanks for being here. And look, happy 2-year anniversary. I know we're a little bit over that. So good luck. And we're going to get you guys back on. We can do a little food tasting action. I'm excited. Let's do that, right?
And food quizzes. I love that.
Oh, do it up. All right, guys. See you next week.
Bye,
Peace
guys.
out, bitches.
Yay.
Yay.
Yeah. I think we're clear, aren't we?